back into it.
Okay. Well, he's spinning around, and he's got slack in that bungee the whole way around.
Excellent. I'll turn him around two or three times and call it good.
Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Buddy. Good boy.
Okay.
Try this side, buddy.
Okay, looks like the live feed is not working well enough to continue. I need to reference the problem.
Uh-oh. We do have a...
So we're just going to keep going. I don't have the live feed for me, it looks like, either, so I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try to do this. This is just one of those technical things that, things happen. So we'll work on this. And you're going to have to be doing most of the talking and describe to me what you're doing.
So on his near side, he does really well. He spun around, barely even had tension, just to kind of get his balance, I think. But all the way around, he had slack in the bungee. And then when he stopped, he maintained that slack. Moved over to his off side, and same thing, but the only thing we ran into, which we also ran into yesterday, was after he stopped and I walk up to him to take it off, he wants to keep spinning, and he only does it on his off side. He doesn't want to stop and let me walk up to him.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe because he already struggles on that side, he feels too much pressure, or maybe because he can't physically move, and doesn't like me approaching him on that side to begin with. Maybe that's where that comes from.
Could be, yeah. I mean, it's very possible, and some more of the work that needs to happen there, right?
Yeah, and that's just kind of been consistent, at least. But good boy, he stopped this time. So
good, very good.
I took it on and off of him twice, and he stayed stopped that time. So good boy. So yeah, he maintains that release the bit pressure, and the full cheek has, he doesn't hang on it hardly at all, and like you described it, I feel like it really does push his face over instead of the bit finally hitting the corner of his mouth and almost going through and then pushing him.
Okay.
That's just because the full cheek creates more of an even pressure and more points of contact or larger surface area.
That's right, and it pushes away from her. It comes away. I've got my video back now. Thank goodness. So sorry. Yeah, you're exactly right. It doesn't. He's not fighting the bit coming through his mouth so much. It feels the pressure overall on his face, and he has to give to it.
Good boy. Yeah, he does really well with this. He did start with his bit a little bit more than normal yesterday.
Okay.
Trying to get his tongue over and mouthing it a lot. That was new.
Okay. Now I see you reaching and just petting down his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead now. We're going to move on since he did so well with that. Let's go ahead and grab those drive lines I sent to you in the mail. And we got the Postal Service and Pony Express to get them to Taryn. I sent them the other day, and they got to her. So this is going to work out really well for about the last 8-10 minutes that we've got. Yeah, just clear your arena. And normally I start again. We have not closed this down to a smaller corral. You guys have got other things going on, but we will come a time when I'm going to say we're not going to progress until you close this down for a smaller lesson. And it's a pain, I know it, but that's why I have a couple of corrals. I can move from one to another. Okay, so yeah, you're going to have a short piece of rope here. This is 1/4 inch twisted spun nylon. It's very light stuff, and you've got you just pulled out one long strand there, with a couple of snaps on the end. And then you've got a short piece that's going to have a ring and another snap.
Oh, yeah. Okay. They're
Okay,
separate.
so take this. Just go ahead and just drop the big piece and take the short strap, or the short piece with the ring and the snap in it that you've got. There you go. And run that through. What you're going to do is you're going to combine the two ends of that. You're going to run it through his stirrups, through one stirrup underneath his belly to the other stirrup, and then you're going to connect the two underneath with the ring into the snap.
Do we want it tight or loose?
It's just going to be what it is, and it's going to bring those stirrups fairly tight to his body.
So popular today.
I am. I think it's Kaylin at the ranch probably. We had a full day before yesterday, and he got her in and the mare, and so yeah, we had 2 new foals.
Yay!
Okay, now, yeah, we're pretty. It's always nice to have them, so we, keeps our bellies full in a few years. All right, now take the rope and attach one end to stretch it all the way out, and attach one end to the bit where a bridle ring would go.
Okay.
Okay, now take the other end and run through the stirrup and go around his body and go around through the other stirrup. There you go. And this is going to be this initial one is going to be a very short lesson.
Oh.
Go around his body, and he might try to follow you. So go around it, and then you may have to just slip down his side.
Oh. Oh.
There you go. Now go through the stirrup and back up to the other, and watch your feet. Don't get tangled up. There you go. Good job.
All right.
Now go to the end of that. Stay back away from his hind end, because horses can kick, I'm told. Now what you've done is you've got your set of drive lines. Now very gently ask him to back up. Now let him smell it. That's okay. And initially he's going to fight this, especially the back. But the back is so important. Now just gently pull your hands. There you go. He's checking both sides out. Look how he can flex and how he has lateral flexion that you've already built in. Look at that. And he can hold it.
Good boy.
That's okay. So go ahead and pull that left. There you go. Pull that left rein around a little bit, and try to keep his head centered. And then just gently pull on that bit and ask him to take one step backwards.
Good
if
boy.
He crazy.
Back.
You may try to take. You may try to take those reins. There you go. There you go. If you can get him to take 2 or 3 steps, there you go. Okay, stop. Praise him for that. Now walk up one side or the other, doesn't matter, and praise him. Pet him, tell him you did a good job. There you go. Just really praise him well. There. Look at it now. Look at him relax and move into you. Very good.
Boy.
Very good. Now the next time you do this, go to the other side and praise him on that side. You need to praise both sides for the job, because now that's all right. Just go ahead and now pull his on that right rein, essentially, to keep his face focused around. Now move behind him. There you go. And just drive him off. Ask him to move with a cluck, just like you do normally. Let him have his head. Don't put any pressure on it if you can help it. Just keep behind him. He's going to get frustrated. Yep, he doesn't know what to do. He has no idea what you're asking. So just keep his head focused forward and away from you. Turn that head around. See how he's going to fight it a little bit, but he gives. Look how he gives with that. There you go. And just keep walking forward gently. Nice. Very good.
Walk.
Turn that head forward.
Walk. Good boy. Good.
There you go. And if you have to just kind of just ding him on the hind end to get him to walk forward a little bit, that's okay. Because you may do that with the rein later on when you're on his back.
Walk. Good boy. Good.
There you go. There, he's got it figured out. Good. And remember, while you're walking, try to keep all of the pressure off of his mouth until you need to communicate with him. This is so important. Look where he's keeping his head is nice and low.
Oh.
Now, if he starts to take off, you're just going to have to stop him, put some pressure on, make him back straight up.
Okay.
And you're going to have to kind of work behind him, Karen. Steve, he's gonna do that. That's okay. This is normal. This is why a smaller corral works really well this first couple of times.
I can see that now.
Yeah. So ask him to back, and look where that head is out. Look how low he keeps that head down where you want it, and if you can get him to back up a couple of times, and he does. Look at him. He's getting frustrated, and that's okay. This is completely new to him.
Easy. Good boy. Easy.
Now just do a figure eight. Try to pull him to the center, rein him. Just bump his mouth, bump and let go, bump and let go. So it's very light, very, very light. Give him all the rein he needs on that other side.
Good.
There you go. Now stop him.
Oh, good boy.
And now back him up. Gently back. That's okay. Don't let him go forward. There you go. He's coming back. He's just frustrated. It's okay.
Back. Good boy.
That is outstanding. Go to his offside and pet him and praise him for that. Tell him, whoa.
Oh, good boy.
Outstanding. Outstanding. That's a very, very good job to begin with. Now, I would quit him right there. All we wanted today was an intro to this because it is so important. He needs to think about what's going on and what he's doing here.
Okay. Good
so
boy.
let him do his thing. You've done well. And you know what? We're actually at the end of our time when I look at my clock here. So take that off, wrap those up, and put them away for the day or when you're going to work him next. We don't want to work too much on this. Just exactly. There you go. Good job pulling that head back around. Excellent. We don't want to overwork this. What we're going to do is we're getting him to turn left, turn right, stop, and back. That is the whole purpose and all it is to this. Keeping his head low, and he's also responding to your voice while you do this. So again, all of these lessons that we've built on are coming up to this moment. Pretty soon we're going to be up on his back doing this. And what we're doing here is pulling on his mouth with a direct rein. We're putting direct pressure. If we want him to turn right, we're pulling on that right rein. Left, the same way.
I was just going to ask you if you use the outside rein at all.
Okay. Down here, there's all you can do is a direct rein. There's really nothing else you can do. It's impossible to do a neck rein, really, effectively. So I've played with it, but found very little success, so got away from it because it just confused the horse. So, you're always looking to improve something and make it better, but I've never found a better improvement on this. Now, hopefully, this is a really good session for him and you for the driving. And again, we didn't rehearse this. This is all brand new to you. And you can see what kind of success you had here. I think you did a great job. We will work on overdo it. Do not overdo this portion of it. The same as the head turning with our bungee. You don't want to overdo that, but we'll probably do this only at the most maybe a half a dozen times. But we're going to get better and better at it very quickly so that when you just bump his nose, boy, he comes right around. But we don't want to maintain just that. If we do, we're gonna force this horse to be more of a direct rein horse instead of a neck rein. Because now when we get on him, we're going to change what we do, and we will not ask him to primarily direct rein. We're going to have to work into it.
Okay.
Very good job. You did a great job today. He's done a good job. Next time, I think we'll go ahead and leave the corral where it's at. Don't make it larger at this point unless we absolutely have to stop and make it smaller, because he did very, very well here. We got kind of lucky. We cheated death a little bit, and he responded well in spite of the size of the corral. It's kind of a gamble when you do that, but I like to make gambles that I know I'm going to win, which doesn't really make it a gamble, but it does, because you're dealing with an animal that thinks on its own. So with that, you kind of know what things to work on with the rope on the feet, on his offside to get him to turn, and do a little driving. You can put that bungee away until the next horse now. You don't need it. You've only used it 3-4 times. That's exactly what you want. Now it's time to go to the drive lines and forget those. Don't overdo that lesson, or you'll cause yourself problems.
Okay.
All right?
Well, thank you. I have a lot to work on now.
Well, we all do. And every horse is different. You did a great job. He did well. Hopefully this drive, working this drive line is something that you can pass on to somebody that'll help them.
Well, thank you so much. That was awesome. Great. So our next session is next Tuesday, I believe.
It should be next Tuesday. That's correct. That's what I've got.
Perfect. All right.
See you then.
We've got tons of homework, so we will brush up on our skills and see you next Tuesday.
Perfect. See you, Sharon.
Great. Thanks, Brandon. Bye, everybody.